began cheering at football games. This became the birthday of cheerleading, November 2nd, 1898. Gamma Sigma, the first cheerleading fraternity, was founded in 1903. In the beginning, cheerleading was primarily a male sport, but in 1923, females began to cheer. Today, it is estimated that 97% of cheerleaders are female, but at the collegiate level, males still make up 50% of all cheerleading participants. In 1948, Lawrence Herkimer, later called Herky, established a group called National Cheerleaders Association. The first NCA-hosted clinic happened in Huntsville, Texas in 1948 and had a total of 52 participants. Herky brought several things to the table for cheerleading. He is the founder of Cheerleader and Dance Team Supply Company. He invented the Herky Jump and the Spirit Stick. College and high schools followed soon after, having their own clinics starting in 1960. Vinyl pom-poms were invented in 1965 by Fred Gustav. I have two examples of vinyl pom-poms that are used today. In 1978, competitive cheerleading was introduced to America on the CBS network. NFL teams followed shortly after with cheerleading teams for their football players. The Dallas Cowboys were the first to debut their cheerleading squad, and they were debuted in the 1972-1973 season. The cheerleaders from the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders forever changed the image of cheerleaders. They wore uniforms such as these that are uniforms that were worn today. These uniforms are said to be extremely modest today, but when they wore them back in the 70s, they were extremely revealing. In the 1980s came more difficult stunts and routines as cheerleading gained popularity. And in 1983, the first national high school cheerleading competition was broadcast on ESPN. With all the cheerleading excitement, the AACCA was founded to decrease injuries and increase regulations. Although cheerleading is associated with football and basketball, cheerleading began to show up at the 2007 Cricket World Cup in South Africa, and the Florida Marlins created a cheerleading squad for their baseball team called the Marlin Mermaids in 2003. There are several different types of cheerleading teams. Most of the middle school, high school, and college squads are organized groups solely made up of students. These groups are made up to improve school spirit and sportsmanship. Cheerleading at this level has become a year-round activity, starting with tryouts in March, summer camps and bonding activities throughout the summer, games during the school year, and finally nationals at the end of the season in February. The first level of cheerleading is middle school cheerleading, and it was started shortly after high school cheerleading. They serve the same function and follow the same regulations as high school squads. However,